Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to an auspicious episode of Spotlight. I am Dinah Ventura.
And I'm Francine Marquez. Hello, Dinah. Would you believe January's almost over and next week, February na?
Oo nga, I know. But the good thing is, when February comes in, we also welcome a new outlook.
Yes, exactly.
It'll be the year of the water tiger.
Yes, February 1 at that.
Yes.
And with that being said, in today's episode, we are fortunate to have the Philippines Feng Shui Queen in the show to talk about her expertise and her journey in becoming a Feng Shui master.
Let's get to know her more. Please welcome Miss Marites Allen.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Dinah. Hi, Francine.
Hi, welcome to Spotlight.
It's an honor
you.
to have you here.
Looking
Thank you.
fab, as usual.
Happy New Year and Happy Chinese New Year. I am very
Thank
honored to be
you.
with you today.
Yes. Well, we'll shoot the first question already. We'd like to know first, how is a regular day like in the life of a Feng Shui master like Marites Allen?
Yes.
Wow. Actually, I think it's just very normal. But of course, I always wake up with the attitude of gratitude. You know what I mean? So I will
Yes.
always begin with, I always begin and end my day with prayers.
Okay.
That's very important for me. And I would say that it's becoming a habit that I have to have my me time. So I spend a couple of minutes just to do a bit of yoga. I have to meditate. And then I'm going to take my, I go to my shower, then coffee, and then breakfast. Then I begin again. I am very honored that I am in this job. I am in this position because I can connect with anyone in the world.
Right.
And honestly, the pandemic, in fact, has even given me a greater reach to a lot of people. And it has been very positive so far.
You've certainly gone a long way from the time you started. Did you always want to be a feng shui expert?
You know what? It's so funny because, I was born poor, so I intend to die rich. So I said I want to do feng
Why
shui.
not?
But
I'm just kidding.
tell us a little bit about how you started and how you got
yes.
to this point now. You've got worldwide reach now.
Yes, so you see what happened was there was so many malas in my life. I was annulled from my first marriage. So in the late 1990s, I used to live in Cebu. I had 3 very small kids. The youngest was 6 months old, 1.5, and like 3 years old, my eldest then at the time. And then I was, I was a single mother. And then I lost my mother in a very tragic accident. I don't know if you remember that there was this boat that caught on fire. It was one of the world's worst maritime disaster.
Yes,
So the boat was traveling from Cebu to Masbate, and my mom was one of the casualties. So parang for me, oh my gosh, sabi ko, how come there's so many malas in my life?
Okay.
Parang it's just like happening, day after the other. So, when you have a bad, kunyari, when you are going through a bad luck, what you have to do is you have to make a change. You have to make a shift. So I was very lucky then, though, because my career, I used to be one of the officers for the an Australian aid agency company. So they offered me a job to go to Manila at the time. So I was running a business center at Pacific Star. And then, you know what? I left everything in Cebu. All I wanted was just give me the kids. And at that time, 5,000 pesos in my pocket.
Wow.
And I don't know, I'm telling you, it was my very first time in Manila. Manila was so big, you know what I mean? And I had these 3 small kids. And it was very tough. Sabi ko, one day, my life story is like, how do you call it in our, in our dialect? Pang pelikula. alam mo, Dina, Francine, I have to like leave my children to my neighbor who was a labandera.
Oh.
Yes, and I have to go to Makati to work. So it's rain or shine, pouring with rain, heat of the sun. I have to take a bus. And I said I have to do it every day. So whenever I come home, I would collect my kids from my neighbor, prepare them for the night. So the next day I will have to do it again. So my bosses then, Australian, American, and one is British. They really love my work. So I was running the business center. I have like 100 people then, managing them. And yes, they really like my job. And then because I had been reading feng shui then, like, if you want to be successful in your career, you have to wear a certain color.
Okay.
I have to make sure that my table was facing my success luck direction. When I talk to my bosses, I have to make sure it's the good day. So I was already doing parang
Practicing.
myself, feng shui then.
Yes.
So alam mo, it has been very, very successful, and they even have sponsored my studies to do my MBA at Ateneo.
Wow.
So at that time, sabi ko, wow, parang my career is okay na. So medyo syempre, they promoted me na, so I have a good pay, and then I managed na to get a yaya. We managed to move to a small apartment in Makati. So talagang it has improved my life. And then sabi ko, okay, it's now my time to, to enhance my love. Kasi di ba parang, okay,
It's a wealth. Okay na yun.
yes! So, alam mo, kasi syempre kung Valentine's na ngayon, no? So, oh my
Yes.
gosh. So, mga kaibigan, I had to activate the southwest of my bedroom, and I was like wearing mga mystic knot, yung mga pampaswerte ng mga kulay.
Pink stones, ganyan.
Yes, so exactly. So alam mo, one of the visiting clients of the business center, because these are like international executives from all over the world, one of them was so persistent. So sabi ko, you know what, I am not special. I have 3 kids. I am nobody. Alam mo, sabi niya, I don't care whether you have none or 50 kids. I love you the same. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, ang haba ng hair ko.
Ang ganda!
Haba ng hair ko. Sabi ko, oh my God, feng shui really works,
Yeah.
So, syempre, suot ako ng mga mystic knot, mga double happiness symbol. I put the image of a mandarin duck in southwest. Oh my gosh. So sabi ko, and alam mo pa, what is really, really like so amazing, like maybe feng shui, I was really destined to be, was that, so immediately he really liked my kids a lot and said, okay, I'm going to take you all to England. I want you to meet my parents. And then when my parents-in-law saw all the 3 kids, they just loved them. Like, oh my God, these are my grandchildren. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? And then one of the very unusual thing that has happened is that my husband took me to a place called in Chinatown here in London, to a parang bookstore, and one of the books that I saw from the shelf is about feng shui, because at that moment, anything about feng shui, I was like so fixated that I want to learn, I want to study who this is, I want to go and fly. I don't care, I want to go and see you. I got this book out of the shelf. The title of the book was The Complete Illustrated Guide into Feng Shui. When I open it, oh my gosh, it has the picture of Philippine President Ramos with a 500 peso bill, and it was the interview from the Reuters press agency. And it says that Philippine President Ramos listened to the advice of the geomancer who had to cut the 2 trees flanking Malacanang because it's stopping the flow of energy. And it has the picture of Philippine 500 peso bill. Why was it so inauspicious to the country? Because it has certain people on it, 13 stars, and the number 500 appeared 13 times. And I said, oh my God, I'm in London. It's the very first book I got up from the shelf. When I opened it, it was about the Philippines. So I think it was like calling at that time. And when we got back to Manila, we got married, and then of course the following year, we were blessed with another baby. Siguro mga 6 years after pa. And then my husband took me to Hawaii in one of his business trips. And I tell you what, I kid you not, the author of the book that I got, when I opened the book, was the one giving a speech in that hotel, Chinese New Year hotel in Ala Moana Hotel in Hawaii.
Wow.
And I said, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, destiny.
Grabe.
That's destiny.
Grabe. Oh, so it's really destiny. I have so many kwento. Like for example, I was like an ordinary mother, for example, and then it's so funny. I said, okay, I saw something that Richard Gere used to put like 1,000 birds, in one of his walls because the 1,000 birds they fly out and get opportunities for you. So alam mo, ako naman I commissioned like a Malaysian painter. Sabi ko, please do me a birds and this is the colors I like, the 5 elements, etc. And I hang it in my south. Mga kaibigan, to our viewers, if you want to be famous, if you want to jumpstart your career, if you want to be recognized, put 1,000 birds painting in the south. And I'm telling you, since that day I put it in, I was called in Malaysia for the Astro show. Our local television noticed me. People that I had been writing, I have a vision board, mga kaibigan. It's Chinese New Year. You can do this yourself. I created a vision book. And then I put pictures there of the things that I want to see. I wanna meet Boy Abunda. I want to meet this, at that time, Chris Aquino. I was writing them down. I'm telling you this is so amazing. I managed to saw the picture of Alice Walton, the owners of Walmart, because at that time she was like one of the richest women in the world.
Yes.
I think in 2004, I got her picture, and I put it into my vision board book. I kid you not, a year after, Mr. Washington Sisip, who has been my mentor, I love him so dearly, the late Washington Sisip. I've been doing his feng shui. Again, we got connected, and then fast forward to like say 2016, he invited me to New York for a dinner with him, along with other VIPs. And one of the guests was Alice Walton seated beside me.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm telling you. So I'm telling you, I so love feng shui. So you are in the right program, my friends. So just keep tuning in to the
Yes. We are so lucky to have you here today.
I have a
Thank
question
you.
though. You said you put the 1,000 bird painting in the south. What if the south is not a lucky area for the year? Will that
Nag-iisip
still
na si
work?
Dina.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Nag-iisip
what
ka na.
Of course!
Yeah. Yung sa ganito kasi yan, meron tayong swerte as a person, right? Dalawa kasi parati yan eh. The person on our own, kaya meron tayong mga annual astrology forecast.
Yes.
Na, maswerte ka ngayon, malas ka ngayon, what to do and what not to do. Our homes, mga kaibigan, they also have their own luck. So each corner of our homes are very important. So the south is for fame luck. If you want to be famous, if you want to, like what I said, if you want opportunities to come in, you put, activate the south. Activate meaning put bright lights, put all these good fortune symbols. Another one is the north as well. The north is for about career. If you want, or education luck, if you want to enhance, gusto ko mag-master's degree, whatever you like, you tap the north. The east naman is for longevity, the west naman is for mentor luck, then you have the southwest, which is for love and marriage, and then the northwest is southwest is like the direction for the mother, the matriarch,
The women.
and northwest is the direction for the father, and southeast is the direction for love, and northeast is actually the direction for parang travel and education luck. So all of those sectors, my friend, regardless of the forecast of the year, has their own parang a sign na pwede mong gawin na pag-enhance. So anyone can do that at any given time or any year.
That's good to know.
And all you need is a compass. Wala
A
na
good
mga
one.
special,
Correct. At saka it's so easy. I mean, a lot of our friends, if you don't know how to use the compass, ask your 8-year-old kid. They would know. Once you know the north, then you can automatically work out, the different directions.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
But Marites, I'd like to know, what field did you specialize in? Meron ba mga ganon? May mga branches of specialization ba ang feng shui?
Yes, yes. So basically, I actually like what I said because, I had to walk the talk. I had to experience it, the way that I have experienced it with others. So I really am specializing in relationship and harmonizing, the
Oh,
home, the family, and of course, the business.
okay.
Now, I'm not sure if I had made kwento to you as well. So, to backtrack my love,
Mm-mm.
para experience before I decided to get married. I had to consult a feng shui master
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-mm.
Mandarin Hotel then. So
Okay.
sabi ko, this is
Okay.
so parang I want to know whether kami na nga ba talaga, what does the feng shui says about us.
Uh-uh.
I don't want to be jumping from one frying pan to another, right?
Right.
And then this feng shui master told me, like, sabi niya, no, 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 you cannot be married. No, 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 no. If you marry, you will separate. And I said, no, no, no married, no married. Sabi ko, oh my God. So I was like so devastated.
Mm.
Sabi ko, this is not my chance to, parang, have a new life and again, activate my love. And alam mo, I was crying. I was so heartbroken.
Mm.
And sabi ko sa sarili ko, you know what? If that's what my feng shui,
Says,
tells
oh.
me, I'm going to prove the stars wrong. And
What?
I'm going to study. I sabi ko, I'm going to study that feng shui, the destiny reading, and I'm gonna be good at it. And I saved money. I was doing parang mga overtimes. I was doing 3, 4 jobs at the same time because I'll say, okay, this particular for grandmasters in Hong Kong teaches this, and another grandmaster in Singapore teaches this, in Malaysia.
Uh-uh.
I had to save up to go there, and I said, I'm gonna be good at it, and I'm going to prove you wrong. And true enough, we had been together and married for the last 21 years. And the three
Oh.
kids are now, the two of them, the eldest are data scientists. The third one now is finishing her medicine degree.
Wow.
And the fourth daughter that we have, she's now 19 years old. So, mga kaibigan, when we do feng shui, we have to be very responsible. We are just like doctors.
Mm-mm.
So, when we look at destiny, we have to make sure that parang x-ray yan eh.
Mm-hmm.
Like when a lot of people kasi, Francine, when they would ask me, Marites, kailan ba ako yayaman? Or will my luck be good this year? Kaya nga kailangan natin i-update yung ating feng shui every year. So that's what I
That's
do.
right.
Okay.
Oo.
Speaking of destiny,
Oo.
do you think just anyone can be a feng shui expert, or are they chosen
Oo nga. Is it written
in the stars?
Yeah,
They
actually,
mean-
I would be. Yeah, I often think that sometimes kasi ganun naman yan, di ba? When we go, like, I wanted my son to become a lawyer, my eldest son. He said, Mommy, no, I wanna do entertainment. I wanna do arts. You know what I mean? If we push something for them,
Mm.
then it just doesn't jive at all. So I think, even for me, I didn't know that I'm gonna be in this position because I was a single mother, remember? So my
Yes.
circumstances in life,
Mm.
you know, led me to go to that direction. So I would say maybe the destiny, I am really destined to be in here.
Mm.
And I always say this, that, whatever we are experiencing now, it's actually God's grace anyways, right?
Right.
He will not allow you to be in that position if you cannot be a medium to do good to others as well. And I really, really love this job because,
Mm.
you talk about good luck, you talk about harmonizing, life of people.
Yes.
There's nothing bad at it. It's always good. So, and I can bring it anywhere. I said, oh my gosh, wherever I go, I am never without, like, I'm so lucky, that you guys recognize my effort and you bring me into your program and reach out to these beautiful viewers of yours. And we share stories.
Mhm.
So I think I would say, yes, it is destiny. Some people really try to do it. I have other friends of mine who are like batchmates.
Mhm.
Now they have come back to their private practice. They just do their feng shui to their own personal use, but not really what I do. That I sort of like reach out and just like keep moving on. But hey, thank you guys. I mean, thank you to all of you. I am very inspired. No matter how tired I am,
Mhm.
whenever my friends, my followers, my Friga fans would write me something, Miss Allen, I got my job because of this. I listened to your advice. Now I moved to a new apartment. I've been waiting for a baby, after 10 years, now we have it. It really fills me so good. It's a great pleasure.
Yes, I think it's both a calling and destiny, and also hard work, because
Yeah.
you pursued it talaga with a passion, di ba?
Yes.
Because you
oo.
believe in it and it happened for you, that it worked for you from the beginning.
Oo nga, yeah.
Yes, yes. Oo. At I also would like to share to our viewers that, I mean, I wanted to become a lawyer, and I came from a poor family, we are 14, I'm number 10. And life was very difficult. And then at the beginning, I did not believe in Feng Shui. I said, oh, what is Feng Shui? Like, prove it to me. Like, I want to be a lawyer. So I said, prove to me that it works.
Oh.
So, of course, mga kaibigan, sa doon po sa hindi naniniwala ng Feng Shui, I think this is even leading to your other questions, like, how do we perceive people who doesn't believe in Feng Shui? I mean, honestly, it's very simple. If you don't believe in Feng Shui, in 2022, the bad sectors are in the center. If you do digging, drilling, knocking in that area, the bad energy will be activated. So therefore, malas will come to you. So try to activate the southeast, southwest, which has the illness, the east, which has the misunderstanding star or arguments, the west, which has the robbery star, and the center, which has the misfortune star. If you activate these sectors with loud noise, with activities of drilling, knocking, and everything, I am telling you 100%,
Malas.
bad things will happen to you, because that happened to me. I did not believe in Feng Shui then.
Okay.
So that is why the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So to those people who challenge, you don't believe in Feng Shui, it's your loss.
Yes, actually.
Oo, oo,
There's
oo.
nothing wrong naman in adjusting your spaces to
Oo.
accommodate the beliefs of
Yes,
Feng Shui,
yes,
because
to
it's really
bring
just
in good
about
energy.
good energy. So yeah.
Yes, and remember that Feng Shui has been around for like what, 5,000 years. If there was no truth to it, it would have faded away. Feng Shui is not magic. It's not a superstition. It is a science.
Yes.
So every year, the energy moves around. So by following the good energies of the year, you use it as your, work from home
Harness
office.
it.
Yeah, you harness it, you welcome it. That is why it is very important for a person to understand that even though the forecast of your animal sign is very lucky, your house can be unlucky to you, because maybe you go back home and then you were sleeping in that very bad sector of the house, right?
Right.
Or maybe the pintuan, your main door entrance has the bad star for the year. Hey, you're even the superstar of your astrology sign, but you go back to the very bad feng shui house, then nothing happens. So this is why what I do is education. You educate the people that this is what's gonna come to you.
Okay.
And there's many more that we have seen, we have, and it really is again, because you practice it and somehow, like for example, it's the year of the tiger. So therefore, the monkey bone person like me, we have to be extra careful. And so many things. Maybe we can have another
Episode.
interview with mga presentation slides. I'm telling you, like,
Sige.
why do people die when it's their conflict year? I could die this year because it's my conflict year. But I don't intend to die yet. But if it's my destiny, then so be it. That's why you have to make preparations in advance.
Okay.
But Marites, what are the common misconceptions about feng shui that you'd like to clarify?
Yes, that feng shui is a hula hula. So it's not a hula hula. Like what I said, feng shui is very scientific. We go through an enormous time. Like for example, right now we're just about to start to talk about the year of the tiger. Do you know that immediately after the Chinese New Year, I will now have to do the 2023 forecast already? That long, yes. And so this is your almanac that I do. This is like 365 days. This has like, if you want to do your signing of contract, move house, renovate, or travel. Lahat po yan, ginagawa yan. And it takes so long to do it.
Very
So,
detailed.
yes, very detailed. And then I have to do the astrology books, each animal sign. So I do this a year ahead. So you are just about to read my 2022, but in fact and reality, I'm already starting the 2023.
Grabe.
It's not easy. That's why, when we do our forecast, it's a very big responsibility.
Yes.
And I really take it to heart that, when a person get your information and they read and they follow, they are guided by it. I used to be, one of the readers, remember?
Yes.
I was following somebody else, books and guidance, and I followed it. It worked for me. And that's also what I want to give out there.
Okay.
So I can imagine, no, yung talagang it's plotted. Hindi siya yung instinct lang na hinula-hula nga as Marites.
Science.
I know.
Pinag-aralan talaga.
Oo, extensive yung paggawa ng almanac, no? For next.
Ay nako, imagine 365 days with 24 hours in a day for 12 animal signs. Kung arin dyan yung lucky hour, neutral hour, or lucky hour.
Wow.
It's never easy. This alone would take at least 3 months or 6 months of my time.
Okay, wow.
That's this. And then you have the astrology books because you cannot assign it to others, you see? It's not like may formula now, sige, i-series mo na lang yan. No. It has to be like really done properly.
By you.
So
Only
it's
you.
the master at work,
Wow.
The master at work.
Grabe pala.
No less.
So, but
Yes.
for people listening in and they're not really that familiar with Feng Shui, is there a general rule of thumb that you would advise in adhering to Feng Shui?
Yeah, well, actually for me, there's I always say this, that there are over 8 billion people on earth. You cannot expect everybody to believe in what you say, And it's their loss. And I just wish that, like what I said, there's nothing wrong with practicing Feng Shui. There's nothing wrong in giving guidance to people. And it's actually there for us to use.
Okay.
If they don't believe in Feng Shui, then it's fine. One could just laugh all the way to the bank if you want to be lucky.
But simply put, I think people should understand that it's just a way of managing your energy. Is that correct? Is that a correct way of looking at it?
Yeah, actually, one can also look at it this way. There are 3 types of luck. The first 1/3 is what we call the heaven's luck. Some people are born very lucky, very rich, very pretty over the others, right? Like parang they already have everything when they were born. I always say the point, like kunyari, I always say that, Lucy Torres Gomez is my idol. So she's so pretty. She's so mayaman. She's married to a very handsome guy, very nice guy. What else?
She's
She
smart.
can have everything in the
Yeah.
world, right? She's very smart and pretty and very nice and very kind.
Okay.
She's tall, maputi,
Perfect.
di ba? Mga Pilipina. She's perfect. That's right.
Uh-uh.
Like, she has her own destiny. I was born in a family of 14. I was number 10. Life was very difficult. You were born with your set of circumstances as well. That is what we call the heaven's luck. Some people live in Forbes, in Dasma. Some people live in Tondo. That is just the way it is. It is something that is God-given, preordained, and cannot be changed. That is your heaven's luck. Whether later in life you squandered the wealth from your parents, from rich you become poor, it's your own doing. The second 1/3 is what we call the mankind luck. This is what you do to yourself. It is because of our actions and decisions. So if you go lazy, tatamad-tamad ka, walang mangyayari sa buhay mo. My parents only told us, we have nothing to give you except education. I remember that my parents would say, your ate cannot get married unless or until she let another sibling finish her school. Ganun yan ganun kami. I cannot even have my boyfriend when I was, I think, yet 4th year, 2nd semester in college. That's the policy of my father at that time.
Oo, aral
So
mo na.
that's the only thing they can give us is education. So that is your own pagsusumikap. Nobody is gonna do it but you. The train leaves now. If you miss the train, it's
Sorry.
your loss. You have to wait for another one. So that is your own action. Mankind lack, the second one third. And the final one third is what we call the earth lock. This is what Feng Shui is all about. So by listening to our advice, this is the year of the water tiger. The last time it happened was in 1962. Those who are born in this year will be called the year of the tiger, a water tiger. People turning in 60 this year is going to be water tiger. There are going to be like mga good and mga qualities that we have to follow at this time.
Okay.
The lucky sectors, if you want money, is in the northeast. But you activate the northeast. You put water fountain only if you want money. Then if you don't like money,
Yes,
then
we
never
do.
mind.
Of course, everybody wants
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yun. So it's really like the earth lock, mga kaibigan, is already it's Feng Shui is only a third of our luck. So let's see this. If you don't already have the heavens lock, you already was born poor, right? And then you tatamad-tamad ka pa, wala ka man kay luck, then you don't follow Feng Shui,
Wala na.
then hey, wala na. So if you ask me, I did my mankind luck and I did my earth luck.
Yes, you
It
did.
only takes 2/3 to be successful in life.
Wow. Oy, ang ganda nun.
Ang ganda.
Quotable yun.
Yes. Oo. Marites had many roles in life. Feng Shui queen, real estate consultant, trader, manufacturer.
Mom.
You're also a mom and a wife. How do you manage your time?
Of course, living in Manila is a lot better because, we have a lot of, team, we have a lot of help. Things are different now because kids are bigger and, a lot, this way of life here is easier because, the kids are bigger, they have their own places. And I would say that it's all about organizing your task as well. So, it's not easy to be a superwoman, but I always believe that women are better managers, right? So, we can allocate a certain time to a certain task. And I think it's very important that you also have to have a very supportive husband, spouse, and a very supportive family as well.
Right.
And again, it's really, you don't really call it work when you love the thing that you do. You don't really just call it work because there's no, I am 24/7, and especially at this time, because remember I have to coordinate with my team in the Philippines because there are clients like this and said, oh, talaga bang na-recommend na ba yan ni Miss Allen? Kailangan makita ko sa Zoom yung mga products niyo, mga pangontra. So we have to do a three-way call like this. The one is, in Pampanga. My team is in Manila and I'm in London. Oh, ma'am, yan po yan. Ilalagay mo yan sa east, ganyan, or sa west, ganyan.
Oh.
So thanks to technology talaga. I mean, it's amazing how the last 2 years has emerged, and I'm telling you, like when you talk about real estate property, even if I'm here, I had a lot of very good deals. And then I would say as well that I have incorporated, I think, 3 more companies last year at the height of the pandemic. Yeah. It's very exciting, which maybe later we can also talk about, next, because it's very exciting for, the country and also for the user. I don't know if you have heard of it. It's like the smart digital diaper. So if you're a mommy with babies, wala na tayong mga yaya ngayon, mahirap ang hanap, di ba? The diaper already has a smart digital on it that it has a sensor that can now connect to your phone. So you can now see, so even if the mommy or the daddy is abroad or you're doing shopping or something, you can now see the baby if, she's wet or, she is changing how many percent. And it's also for the adult as well. So, if you put your mother or parents in an elderly care or sa bahay, you can now monitor the person as well. And this is very important moving forward because, even here in England, they lack manpower. The carers are the shortage of carers. So, so even I do not stop. I also got some franchise for and license for the prime Italian wines as well that I want to bring to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you have to like keep moving on, and I would say these are also blessing that comes to me, because honestly the universe will not
Stop.
award you with anything if it's not meant to you. And you know, there are some good ones and bad ones, but you have to keep moving on, and you have to believe.
Mm-hmm.
You have to believe in yourself, and in the end you are going to top in people. You know, you can employ people, and those people that you employed can now provide things for their families. So you just don't think that your connection is just to that. You're actually extending your help to the rest of the family.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. I was very hard in financial times then, and I know how it feels to be with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I am moving towards really helping in whatever way I can.
Wow, stages yan, di ba? Parang nag-build siya muna ng empire.
Oh,
Ganun.
yeah.
And now,
Anda, pag pinakahil ka.
and then
Oo.
now it's sharing and
Oo, yeah.
trying to.
And it all started with one brave move.
Oo.
She went
Exactly.
to Manila, diba?
Alam mo, you're so right, Francine. Mga kaibigan, when your luck is when you're challenged,
Mm.
it's good to have a challenge. It's just really how your mindset will have to adapt to it.
Mm.
Kaya nga sabi nila, if things are not working out with you or for you, and if you cannot change things,
Mhm.
then maybe you just have to change the way you look at it,
Yeah.
right? So maybe I was very good in okay na lang, parang okay, there's nothing I can do now. Di ba parang sabi nga nila, if the door is closed, then you can open the window, right?
Right.
Yes. So we have to learn to really adapt to these things. And my friends, when you are parang challenged with a certain issue in your life and you cannot change it, it's okay. It's okay not to be okay, right? If you want to
Yes.
cry, scream, be sad, do it.
Go.
If it makes you feel better. But make sure that you always have to remember that, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. It's never the end. It's never the end. You just
Right.
have to keep on trying and believe in yourself.
Right. I agree.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
but
Yes.
okay, marami pa kaming gustong tanong, but for now, let's pause for a short break. We'll be right back.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Si Harry Roque ang pinakamagaling na spokesman, kaya inggit sa kanya ang oposisyon.
Tama lang na ipinaglaban ko ang balik trabaho para bumalik ang kita ng mga nagtatrabaho at naghahanap buhay. Hindi pwedeng magutom ang pamilya. Dapat lang po ingat buhay para sa hanap buhay. Basta trabaho, kita at hanap buhay ang nakataya. Nasa harap niyo po ako.
Ibigay natin ang tudong suporta kay Harry.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Babakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
And we're back. I'm Francine and I'm with Dinah, and we're talking and having an inspiring chat with Feng Shui expert Marites Allen. Welcome back.
Hello again.
Yes.
Okay, so before we took a break, we were curious about how, I mean, you're so busy, you have so many roles. So just like any profession, I'm sure you have come across clients that you probably couldn't take on anymore. Have you
And
ever,
that's so friendly.
have you ever refused any clients for
Or do
feng
you
shui?
refuse clients?
Do you
no?
refuse clients? So that,
Yes, I did. I did. There was one time that this guy, many years ago, in Manila, because I think he was like a gambler, and he wants an amulet for gambling, that he wants to win all the time.
oh,
And I say, okay. I mean, we have the almanac. I can look at your chance of winning. Depends on the cycle of life, but yes, there is actually a gambling luck. But if you're, it's an amulet, but if you are asking me that it's going to like give you X hundreds of thousands, sabi ko, unahin ko na muna yung sarili ko. I have to practice first. So I have to decline, and I say, politely, like, it doesn't work that way. What if you go to, casinos? Because I did some casino projects, of course, casino, my friends are aligned, of course, to the feng shui of the owners of the building. It cannot be feng shui to attract luck for the, gamers. So in the end, I have to decline that. It cannot be an instant, like, if mananalo ka ng loto bukas, my God, hello, ako muna mauuna bago ikaw. There was also another one, which is very, very unusual. This is the real truth. There was this lady, she came to me, and she's about mga elderly, mga 65 years old, 70-ish. Sabi niya, you know what, I'm bringing my husband with me. So sabi ko, parang I cannot see, like, is he with you? Is he on the phone? Is he downstairs parking the car or whatever? Sabi niya, no. He's with me. So he pulled out from her bag the urn.
Oh.
Yeah, she flew in from the States, and I think she saw me from Philippine Star interview, and she said, I needed you to approve whether can I mix the ashes of my husband into our home grounds,
oh,
with one of the trees.
oh.
Like, to mix the ashes of the husband's ashes to the soil in one of the trees. And I said, sabi ko, ma'am, don't you need to like have him rested? Like, I bless him, put him in a columbarium so the family can visit them, etc. Sabi niya, no, because I'm on my own. My kids are already in the States. What can I do? I said, ma'am, I don't think I'm the right person to advise you, because from what I know, I mean, yes, here in Europe, there is a garden for these ashes, right? Beautiful garden that you can put them. A lot of people now, you can just gather their ashes into the sea.
Right.
But at that time, this is like some 15 years ago, I really was not sure what to do about it. So I had to decline as well. I said, maybe you can please go and ask the priest and do it only when it's good for your heart. I mean, if your heart really accepts that you're gonna leave behind your husband into the grounds, like, what if somebody else buys the properties and somebody was like buried there? You don't want, right? So I said, you have to think of the circumstances. Na pag ibebenta mo yung bahay, paano pag malaman na meron palang ashes dyan ng husband mo? I mean,
Oo nga naman. So,
Yeah, so marami pang mga istorya.
okay. Okay. So, coming into 2022 February 1, would you like to share with us some tips on what we should look forward to this coming year of the Water Tiger in general?
Yes, so Water Tiger, mga kaibigan, this is actually, diba, the tiger is a very strong personality. They are very independent. They do things on their own. They do not wait for anyone. So of course, this can be our character as well that we can do. And do not, initiate mga, if you feel that There's gonna be like mga alitan, mga misunderstandings. Try to curtail it and do not engage anymore, because remember, if you look at the characteristics of a tiger, it is very very difficult to tame a tiger.
Yeah.
Very porsigido sila. They are the king of a jungle, right? So they are the boss. So the attitude of people now will become to each his own. This is now going to be the character of each person. Do not wait for anyone. I would say, in fact, that the threat is real. This could be like, things could be like the richer could become richer, the poor could become poorer. So therefore, the only way for you to get out of it is you really have to strive harder. Alliances could be good. If you are a small company that is really or badly hit by the pandemic, then maybe it's time for you to agree to merge with another one. This is now a decision time for you to say, even for careers or for anyone, would you like to be a tail of a lion, or you want to be the head of a mouse? So you have to think of those things as well. And with the change of time, you can bring your work anywhere, anytime. Do things that is electronically related. And then you can adjust your work time, your skills. You cannot depend on one skill anymore.
Right.
Try to do other things as well. Anong tawag sa atin dyan, racket. Kung may makukuha kang racket na matino, at least it's good to have that, because the pandemic has taught us a very big lesson, right? Everyone stopped. So can you imagine if you did not have savings for 6 months, for 12 months, and you were staying at home? So this is now really a wake-up call for everybody. Now, another thing that we have to be wary of is, remember, pag magalit si tiger, my gosh, it is like really, really bad. So when couples becomes kunyari angry with each other, relationship, bosses and staff, it could really be a head-on, big time. So try to try to be more understanding. And promote peace and harmony when you can. The colors that you're wearing, red, are very auspicious for 2022. Between the dates February 1 and 15, these are very critical dates for harmony. I don't know if you practice Chinese tradition. Apparently, on the first 2 days, February 1 and February 2 of Chinese New Year, try to eat certain types of food. Basically, if you can become a vegetarian, it's very, very good for cleansing, for our good karma. Try to avoid eating kunyari meat, because it takes something to be killed just for you to eat them. So in fact, for me, maybe my luck is better, because I have stopped eating meat for the last 15 years. I am a pescatarian. I eat, but mostly I am vegetarian. When I went to His Holiness the Dalai Lama in India, we are told to be vegetarian whenever you have to see him, because he is a holy person. So parang they do not eat something that was killed off just to be offered as their food. So these are practices that I have gathered as well. And try at least on those 15 days, avoid wearing black or white, wear auspicious happy colors, say only nice things to say to each other. That's why we have tikoy, bring tikoy to the family. It's very sticky, because you stick to each other and you only have nice words to say to each other. Avoid saying mga bad words, avoid mentioning negativities on those days. If you want to argue with each other, next week na lang, after the Chinese New Year.
After na lang.
So,
yes.
So yun pala yung mga things that we should be avoiding.
Yes.
But in one of your webinars, I think you mentioned that the year of the water tiger will be a year of separation. Is that what you said?
Yes, because separation would mean in many forms. Separation because of a relationship. Maybe it's time for you to part ways. Maybe it's for the better. Another one to look at it is that separation because maybe you've been together for 2 years in this pandemic and you really have to get out and have a break, you know. It's always important to have the me time. A temporary break may be okay. And then, you know, just to check whatever it is that's left between you. Separation could also mean that separation between partners. Maybe you resign from your job. Maybe you resign from your affiliated companies. I was called in for an interview with The Sun here in London as well. They were asking me about the forecast. What did I mean to say separation for Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, and Prince Andrew, because you know the highlight of Prince Andrew's inquiry. So I said on January 9 interview that Prince Andrew could be separated from the royal family's, internal circle because, so which is true enough. The next day he was like stripped off with his titles. He was separated from his title. He was even, they had to take out his military badges as well. So that's even separation from his affiliation from that military group. Prime Minister Johnson as well, because of his, current issues. Then some of his, team partners had to be separated from him and does not want to be affiliated with him. So there's so many ways on how to look at year of separation.
Yes. So it's like a break from what was the
Yes.
bound together before.
On a national level, if I may ask, are we going to see a lot of separations? Sorry to ask, but I'm tempted.
Well, yeah, so you know what, because the beauty of feng shui is we're already giving them a heads up, right? So it's really up to the person whether they have to maintain it or to break it off. Now, another one is that remember that in the year 2022, we lack the so-called metal element. Metals, my friends, is like magnet. You know, magnet, they connect each other. We lack that very important element in the year. That's why, in Friga, we have like mga lucky mantra charms. You can, by the way, get your Friga charms at friga.com.ph. Or if you're watching us from abroad, you can get it from friga.co.uk, or you just Google Marites Allen. Wearing metal elements such as colors white, gold, silver is very good. Metal jewelries, fashion accessories, because that is also one of the energies lacking in the year. Now, another color, for example, that is good is like the fire elements. These are colors red, pink, or purple, because again, that is the missing element of the year. Fire element, mga kaibigan, is like optimism. The sun, right? Whenever it's very cold, we want to look at the sun because it gives us warmth. It gives us like promise. So in terms of what do we see on a national level, yes, these things are bound to happen. It is just up to us. Remember the mankind luck? It is up to the person now that if this is bound to happen, how would you like to stop it? Could you stop it? What are your actions now to stop this from happening?
Okay. Wow. So much to learn.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we'll run through the different animal signs and maybe you can give a quick, brief advice for each one.
Yes.
Forecast.
Okay. So there are 12 animal signs. What are your animal signs?
Dog.
Oh, I'll just say yes.
Francine, secret.
But I know I'm lucky this year.
Secret. Okay. So those who are born in the year, I think I saw the boar earlier. If you can bring back the boar, please. Okay, the boar, mga kaibigan, they have the so-called heaven's luck, something that is unexpected, that can be, awarded to you. So that's your key for the year. Baka pamanahan ka, baka tumaya ka ng loto, pwede kang manalo. The direction of the boar is northwest. So try to activate the northwest. When I say activate, remove all mga kalat, make sure it's nice and clean, make sure you use it for your use, like, home office, you can make it as your entertainment area, stuff like that. And I think we can go now to the dog. The dog sign, mga kaibigan, they are also considered one of the like lucky, like superstar for the year 2022. Congratulations to you. So, you know, you have like great luck in wealth, in career is very good. It's now up to you to really, you know, capitalize on it. And again, the dog also have the so-called windfall luck. Windfall again is something na mga unexpected. Hindi mo ini-expect na meron ka palang biyayang matatanggap. Na kunyari, nagbenta ka ng isang property, di ba? Na ang presyo mo ganito, pwede mo palang pataasan, di ba? Kumita ka pa nun.
Okay.
So, yan, oo. And then we have what's the next sign? Is rooster. I'm just dragon. Okay, I'm just gonna follow the dragon, the flow and the sequence of the animal signs. Okay. The dragon has the blessing of romance luck or traveling. And they can also go further with their education. So if you are a person who would like to pursue, you know, further studies, this is now the time for the dragon.
The year to do it.
Yes, yes. Alam niyo pala mga kaibigan, whenever is the year of the dragon, which is 2 years from now, the population increases. Because the dragon, said to be, is like the most auspicious of the sign. Like a lot of billionaires are dragon born. I would like to have a dragon apo. I'm looking for an apo now.
Okay, next.
Yes, then we have the monkey. Mga kaibigan, monkey, like me, this is our enemy year. So you have to take it easy. You have to take it lie low. I don't know how I'm going to do it to myself, but then your luck.
How can you do that?
In terms,
You're such a public figure.
Yeah, in terms of wealth and business is very good. What you can do, mga kaibigan monkey, is try to adapt like charity work, like saving life. For example, if somebody is needing help to like, you know, parang kailangan ng tulong ng mga chemotherapy or mga, you know, they need tablets, you can sponsor them for a year because you need to like save a life. For this year para hindi ka tamaan ng malas na sobra-sobra. At the same time, you have to change something. You either have to move places, relocate. If you cannot relocate homes, then maybe relocate bedroom. Maybe next week you can see me with another hairdo, another color. That's what you have to do. You have to make a drastic look.
Transformation.
Correct. That's the right term. Transform yourself to differently. Yan. And then we have the goats or the sheep. They are also one of the superstars for 2022. A better year compared to 2021. They can look forward for increase in their income. And then new beginnings are up to them. So if you really would like to grow, you know, your affiliation with someone, huwag kang mahihiya. Go for it. This is the time for you to like say yes. And remember, this is the year of the tiger. So mga kaibigan, this is really like to each his own. So it's gonna be survival of the fittest. And make sure that the goat-born person or the sheep, just look after your health. In fact, everybody, I would encourage you to really make sure that you have to look after your health as well in 2022.
Okay. Horse.
And then we have the horse. The horse is blessed with a so-called prosperity star number 9. Prosperity star would mean that this is now the time for you to shine, especially if fame, popularity is very, very good for the horse this year. To some people, alam niyo ba, if you have like a business, kunyari, if you have a show like this, activate the south corner of your office or your location with victory horse because it will
noted.
Yes, yes, it will speed up the good luck of that particular area as well in the show. South, yes. And then we have the ox. The ox in 2022 is blessed with the so-called wealth star energy of the year. So, pwedeng yumaman ang mga ox ngayon, di ba? So, meron po mga kaibigan, if you get hold of my planner, it's called the Marites Allen Feng Shui Planner. There is a particular day there in a month, sometime in August to September, that your day is blessed with wealth. The day The month is wealth and the year is wealth. So 888.
Wow.
Pwede pa mangyari sa ox.
Ganda.
And
That's
it's
for
only,
everybody. Is that
day.
for everyone?
yes,
Okay.
it's for the ox, and it's going to be, I think there's 3 special dates there. And then this only happens once in every 9 years.
Wow.
Once in every 9 years, yes.
Auspicious for the ox.
Yes, to get talaga your almanac, nakakatulong talaga siya mga kaibigan.
Order na natin bukas.
Yes, yes.
What's our
And then, padalhan ko kayo dyan. And then, Rabbit, ayun. Si Rabbit, mga kaibigan, meron siyang parang great luck na parating sa kanya. Meron siyang parang golden deity star. The only parang, dapat bigyan ng pansin na Rabbit is that pwede maging mainit ang ulo niya. Mainitin ang ulo niya this time. Don't be so engaging. Adapt the less word, less talk strategy para hindi na lumaki yung problema. Be more humble, be more, parang, hindi ka na pwede mag-hard-headed ngayon. Okay. So, and then try to wear a lot of red. Red is very good for the rabbits this year.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Rat.
Yeah, the rat will have the so-called victory star number 1. Ibig sabihin yan, if you had been longing to start something new, something different, something that you had been contemplating to do, this is the year to do it. Do it now. No need for confirmation from others, because the rat-born person, this is now the time for you to begin something new, because you are blessed with the number 1 star.
Victory.
Victory, yes, victory. And then we have the rooster. Of course, the rooster is one of the superstars for 2022. And many things, many blessings in big forms can come into your life if you want to align yourself with others to make your company much bigger. Then this is a good year for you to do that. Affiliation is good. If you want to start a business, this is also a good time for you. One thing that the rooster had to be careful is the so-called injury star or the violence star, or even we call it the robbery star. So maybe something, so many things is happening to you, that particular thing could also be taken away from you. Kunyari, there's an offer, tapos you were too busy with your other rackets, tapos napabayaan mo na yung isa, then it can be taken away from you. That's what we call the robbery star. So careful with your personal things, cell phones, laptop, just don't let it lie around. Huwag kang mapautang, baka hindi ka na mabayaran. Then we have the snake. So the snake, mga kaibigan, will have the highlight for romance, for love, for marriage. If you want to have a baby, if you want to be engaged, if you want to get married, this is the time for you to do it. So, pag naghahanap ka ng mga love, more love in 2022. The snake, mga kaibigan, is blessed with traveling as well. And if you want to do mga enhancement of your career, this is now the time for you to say to your boss, hey boss, I'm ready, assign me another task and I will do it.
Okay. Ayan.
Then the tiger, of course. Yeah. So not because this is the year of the tiger that you're gonna be lucky. There's gonna be like the good bits and the bad bits of it. There's gonna be a time when we have to be extra careful. But again, this happens only every 12 years. So tiger-born people, you can actually expect for really a very rigid time for you. Very, very busy, very active year. You are also blessed with the so-called wealth star energy. So please go for it. This is, once in your life that once and every 12 years that your sign appears, then you even have the wealth star. So it's a very good for you to really activate that wealth.
Okay. Ferocious.
Wow. Ferocious year.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope we read everyone else. I hope we have completed all the 12 signs.
Yes, we have.
Naku,
Thank you. I think everybody will be happy with that.
but we don't have much time, right?
This is all the time we have. And
Which means now we hope to see you again in a future episode. And
yes, of course, my pleasure.
Manila.
And
yes, I hope to see you soon in the warm Manila. It's winter time here. It's the dead of winter, but that's why we have to stay in and put the heater on. That's why we need the Manila weather.
yes.
I have to ask pala.
Okay.
You were mentioning some like metallic bracelets and the victory horse and a shot.
Yes.
And the almanac, where can they get that?
Yes, so they can actually get our almanac, in fact, at Friga. It's FRIGGA. I'm gonna type this in here if it can be, type in as well. So for the Philippines, they can get their Lucky Charms at friga.com.ph.
Okay.
And if you are overseas, you can shop it at friga.co.uk. And of course, they can just easily, contact me at maritesallen.com or on our numbers 0920-950-9390. I actually type it in, and then we have a Friga boutique, third floor, building A of
Yes,
SM
a
Mega
physical
Mall.
store. Physical store.
Yes, and we also have one in SM City, Cebu. And then you can get these books of mine in Lazada, and also some of the charms. And yeah, you can even download for free the Marites Allen Feng Shui Almanac. This version is now on Google Play and Android phones and Apple phones as well. So you can get your almanac, the horoscope books, the online edition as well.
Digitally.
We need,
Wow,
yes,
nice.
so digital na rin, ano?
Yes.
Imagine the 5,000-year-old practice is now going digital.
Diba?
Amazing. It's incredible. Alam mo ba, there's so many things I can share you. I went to Egypt to study the symbolism, Egyptology, like why, I want to create some special mantras. So anything, the mantra, if I want to make a wish, this one is like a very, very special mantra. And my God, in Egypt, when the pharaoh, when they died, they were covered with all the amulets. Even inside their body, when they were mummified, when they open it, they have all the amulets inside. So, they're believed to be like sent off beautifully because they believe in afterlife, right? So it's amazing how the symbols of good fortune has come out even to this day. And that's the reason why, mga kaibigan, to some critics who doesn't believe in Feng Shui, maybe you have not traveled well, maybe you have not visited the museums, the different parts of the world, and anything and everything you set your eyes on has symbols on it. It has meaning. It says something. So that's why in Friga, you keep wearing clothes anyway, right? So you might as well wear something that has meaning to you. Right. So I will leave you to that, and I wish you the best of luck in 2022. May you and your family be blessed with wonderful blessings. May your heart's desires be fulfilled, and may you be well, and of course healthy, and a great 2022.
Thank you very much once again, Marites Allen.
Yes.
Thank you.
I wish you the same, everything that you wished every one of us. And thank you for sharing your story with us. It's been a delight to have you in our show.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you. See you again.
And thank you to our Katribu viewers. Watch Spotlight Live every Thursday at 2 p.m. on Daily Tribune's official Facebook page and on Tribune Now on YouTube for the replay of the latest edition.
I'm Dinah Ventura.
And I'm Francine Marquez.
And this has been Spotlight.